www.moosehightnight.com. Dougie Bones reading the evidence. You're watching the Moose Roundup.
Welcome, guys, to another edition of Moose Roundup, www.mooseights.com. Follow us on Twitter at mooseights. Lanny and I are at the Clash Bar in Seatown, New Jersey. We're just about to see Eating the Evidence. How pumped up are you, Jim? We got the playoffs over here, right in the Moose Hockey League. We're over here on another night, Labor Day weekend. We're trying to hang out over here, guys. We're with the rest of the crowd. Just an exciting time over here. It just doesn't get any better than this, kid.
We're right here at Clash Bar. Eating the Evidence about to come on here, man. I'm excited. It's Moose Roundup here. We got recaps here from the playoffs. We also got Jason Blaze Rant here tonight. We're going to be chiming in here on Eating the Evidence. We're going to be playing some great songs here. I'm pumped up. This crowd's ready, man. I'm getting ready at the bar, man. We're going to hit it off. Right now, we're going to go to the Jason Blaze Rant. We're not going to waste any time. When we come back, there's going to be more Eating the Evidence here at the Clash Bar. Stay tuned, guys.
Hello, Moose family. Jason Blaze again with another edition of Jason's Blaze's Rant here. First of all, I'd like to answer one of your guys' questions. No, this is not a wig. I just need a fucking haircut pretty badly. Alright, so let's get down to business, man. Today, I almost threw up, man, when I read this post called MHL versus MAHL, man. Fucking all these whining little bitches on there, man. Call me what you want for this, but man, if you won't be MHL, you don't bitch like that, man. If you do, you go down to the AHL. Talent is only half of it. Now there's two sides to the story. There's the AHL players who whine like little bitches, expect to be noticed by just playing. Well, the story is, no, you got to roll up these MHL captains' asses. You got to get noticed. And if you're not noticed, you get their attention, man. You message them. You try to get in as many games as you can with them. You try the other methods by being proactive in the league. For me, example, I will say this, man. I'm gonna say this, man, because I'm still sick and tired of this subject. Sorry about that, man. I'm just sick and tired of all these bitches whining about that, man. It's emo-ness to the max. What you gotta do is try to be proactive. An example, good example, is myself, man. No one knew who the fuck I was coming in my first season here. I played great. Sure, that's only half the battle, man, but now I got my name out there, man. I started chirping, I started doing scouting, I started talking to anybody that's anybody in this league, man. And look at me now. Everybody, I repeat, everybody knows who I am, man. I repeat, everybody. Now, this problem is not just the AHL players' fault. These MHL players think they're fucking better. The captains, I'm talking majorly, man. They think they're fucking better, man. They don't fucking do their job in the first place. They draft their buddies. They draft from prior experience, man. Fucking scout. You will be surprised about all the fucking talent in this league, man. All the fucking talent, man. You're missing guys like Scotty, man. You're passing them up for like, who? fucking cloudy days. Like, this guy's serious. Like, USSR Sniper? He doesn't deserve to be up there. Man, you gotta bring people up like, you know, Fallen Warrior. Why is he in the AHL, man? This guy's got 88 points this season. And the bottom line is, he didn't get noticed, man. You have to crawl up these MHL captains' asses, man. And MHL captains, you have to do your fucking job. Scout properly. You want a championship team? You do the scouting, man. If you don't, you can end up like Meet the Assassin. You can end up like 37 in a row, man. A fail captain, man. If you don't do your job properly and do scouting, you're gonna miss the bottom line. The bottom line is, some AHL players deserve to be up there. Now another excuse I read more so than any is, there's clicks. Sure, there's clicks, but that doesn't account for the whole MHL, man. The whole problem is, you just sit there, you whine, you look like little bitches, and you wonder why you're not getting picked, man. It's like being picked last in gym class. You know, when you're like in grade 3 or something, man. You're like, you got 2 captains there. The person that raises their hand goes, oh, gets picked before the, but I didn't get on same, come on. You know, it's bottom line, man. Kids figure this out, why can't you? You know, and it surprises me, man. You got all these AHL players complaining. But what about the people that don't get drafted, man? What happened to those players that don't get to play every series? Who don't get to play every week? What about that, man? Before you start bitching, why don't you think about those players, man? Because they deserve it just as much as you do. And if you're gonna cry your ass, I think you deserve to be on that list, not them. Now, I just recommend next season, if you want to play MHL, crawl up these MHL captains' asses. And MEC, when you're picking the MHL captains, make sure you tell them to draft well. Make sure you tell them to scout. Because if they don't, then it's going to be another failed season. Jason Blaze, signing out. Back to you, Jim.
Honey got me acting like a fiend. I'm so sexy like a beauty queen. I knew when I looked into your eyes, brought you my surprise.
And welcome back, Moose family. Jim Flanagan here for Moose Roundup. And what a crazy, outrageous night last night at the Clash Bar with Eating the Evidence. Me and Giant 918, as long as Captain Funback's in attendance there. It was just a crazy night. That's what you just guys heard right there from Eating the Evidence. And we got more videos on the show here. A lot more highlights from last night. And what about Jason Blaze rant right there? You know, discussing one of the topics there on MooseNice.com. You guys could check that out on one of the threads there for the MHL and the MAHL. Great job by Blaze as always. Voted here on Moose Roundup, you know, for the Jason Blaze rant, and we'll bring it to you guys here every week. Speaking about MooseNice.com, the threads on there. If you guys haven't noticed, haven't visited MooseNice.com yet, they got the season number 12. That's right, season 12 sign-ups already posted on MooseNice.com. You want to register, sign up right there for next season, season number 12, which is just around the corner. I mean, we know in a couple of days they're going to be releasing NHL 12. NHL 12 will be released in a couple of days from now. And a lot of guys are psyched, pumped up, ready for NHL number 12. And then after that, not much longer, is going to be season number 12, the season 12 draft which is crazy. I mean, if you guys never played in the Moose, I mean, this is one spectacular event. Starting off from the draft, I mean, you're gonna have a pre-draft show. Last season was a great draft show. We're even gonna try to top that. Another draft show here, which is recapped by the radio show. And, you know, we bring you guys the radio show 5 days a week, Mondays through Friday on the Flan Fan Show. Then you got SportsCenter, the video recap there of the scores. SportsCenter is getting a lot of upgrades as well. A lot of additions to the SportsCenter show, you know, including the top 10 highlights. You know, you got highlights, and NHL 12 is going to bring in another great addition to the highlight reel. We'll have additional options for that. And then the show here, you're watching Moose Roundup, you know, every Sunday night. Got the Moose Roundup shows on here and a whole bunch of other stuff. I mean, MooseNice.com tops the media. You're not going to find any league out there with the type of media coverage that we bring to you here on MooseNice.com. And, you know, that's not all of it. I mean, on Moose Nice, the Moose Hockey League, probably got one of the best communities out there. I mean, the people here, the league, tremendous. And it's going to be one of the biggest seasons yet. I mean, the team-wise, it's going to be huge, man. We're adding more teams on there. It's going to be more players. The competition level is going to be real high. I mean, I'm so psyched, so pumped up here about the MHL draft, you know, which is going to be at the end of the month here. So a couple of days, you know, after the release of NHL 12, we'll have that draft. More on that. There's going to be definitely a lot more promos coming your way regarding the NHL Season 12 draft. So, you know, if you haven't registered, check that out on MooseNice.com. We're going to be back. Here's more Eating the Evidence from last night. But when we come back, more Moose Roundup with the playoff coverage. We're going to coverage the semifinals, and we also have Jason Blaze's top players in the semifinals here for this season. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Moose Roundup, fellas. Jim Flanagan here. And in the MHL season number 11 here, we're in the playoffs. It's the semifinal round here. Let's take a look what's happening here in the semis. We had That's What She Said, who just swept the breath-stinking Drones, 104 there, who are going to advance to the finals. And on the other end is Mimi All Things taking on the Blue Minis. And that series is tied up 2-2 tonight. They're finishing up that series, so all tied up there. Now, my who's hot, who's not, who's looking good, who's on the hot seat, who's hot? I mean, That's What She Said. Valcor right there. I mean, this team's going on to the finals. They just swept the Drones. This team's looking real hot. They are 8-1 here in the playoffs here for season number 11. 8-1 record going on to the finals. This team's looking real good. Is this the season for Valcor winning the Moose Cup? Only time will tell on that. Now, who's in the hot seat? Who didn't look good here in the semifinals? The breath-stinking Jones. I mean, these guys' breath stank so bad, they got swept here. They got swept in the semifinals. Now, you know, here's a team that finished off the season. They looked great, man. They looked great, especially after that trade there. Picked up some good talent. Looking great heading to the playoffs. They swept the Gigawatts. They won 0-4 there against the Gigawatts. And then they played a team like the That's What She Said here in the semis, who they beat in the regular season. Now, I was hoping going to be a closer series. You know, I still had That's What She Said winning the series, but these guys didn't even look like they showed up here. 4-0 sweep, and some of them complaining about, you know, the Hurricane Irene on there. You know what I mean? Some guys lost power, weren't there. Some guys probably mentally weren't there, psychologically affected them with the Hurricane. Nonetheless, it looked like That's What She Said was the damn Hurricane here. Goddamn Hurricane came through and swept the Jones out of here in the playoffs.
And the other one is Blue Minis are taking on the that's Mimi All the Things. You know, that's being finished up tonight. That's what's happening in the MHL semifinals. Going on to the MAHL, who's not looking good? Who didn't look good in the semis? Touched by an uncle. I mean, these guys got swept here. Goddamn swept here by the Moose Knuckle Puck. And, you know, for the Touched by an Uncle, they came in game 1, went to overtime. They lost 5-4 in OT. And it just looked like, you know, after they lost that OT game, these guys simply gave up, man. The next games there, they just got beat. They got blown out. You know, they're down 2-0. I think these guys just hung it up, man. That's it. You know, Captain went on the forums there talking about this and that, you know, and just felt like, you know, down 2-0. Now we've seen teams down 3-0 and make a comeback and win the series. You know, these guys, but it looked like after the 2 games they were done, and then Moose Knuckle Puck just swept them there. And that's my hot team here in the semifinals. It's the Moose Knuckle Puck. You know, they swept another sweep here in the playoffs. These guys are 8-0. 8-0 here in the playoffs for season number 11. And here's a team, the only team that beat them in the regular season and was done winning. That was their only loss. And they haven't lost a game to anybody else. Not a series. They haven't lost a game in the regular season. And now in the playoffs, they are 8-0. They haven't lost a game. Forget about winning the series. Can anybody even win a game against these guys? We'll find out. They're going to the finals. And the other teams in the semifinals right now, the Looney Goons playing Imagination Doorway. Looney Goons are up in the series 2-1 here. And that finished off tonight. We'll see what happens. Who's going to head on to the finals, take on the red hot Moose Knuckle Puck team. So there's your MHL and the MAHL semifinals. Right now we're going to go to Jason Blaze, who's got his top players here in the semifinals. Who's the top players there, Jason?
Now for Jason Blaze's top 3, since we've only got 4 teams in the MHL and AHL left in these semifinals here with the intense action, I'm only going to say my top 3. 1 goalie, 1 defenseman, 1 forward, top 3. 1 each. Let's start with the MHL forwards there. We got F. Stratios, 39. He's got 3 games played with 3 goals, 9 assists, 12 points with a +8, plus 1 fight win, man. Those fights can challenge the momentum swing and can win you games, man. My defenseman is Malone with 4 games played, 2 goals, 2 assists, 4 points, +2, plus a game-winning goal, man. A defenseman getting a game-winning goal is crucial, man. It shows you can score and stop pucks or get into your net. And last but not least, I believe this is Leffy Gofford. 4 games played, 4 wins, 45 shots against, 37 saves, 8 goals against, with an 82.2 save percentage and a 2 goals against average, man. That is key. Now let's go to the AHL here. Start with the goalie, Tim Lack, P, 94. 4 games played, 4 wins, 1 shutout, 56 shots against, 49 saves, 7 goals allowed, with a 1.65 goals against average, with an 87.5 save percentage. This guy's the real deal, and he's challenging in the playoffs. He's already in the finals, boys. You hear it? This guy's already in the finals. And his two teammates also made the top 3. For defense, I got Ice Cream Truck with 4 games played, 2 goals, 12 assists, 14 points with a +6 with 2 power play goals and 1 game-winning goal, man. This guy is also the real deal. He drafted really well, and now his team is showing it. Now our forward here, it's Goofy J's little brother, Fallen Warrior, with 3 games played. He's got 9 goals, 4 assists, 13 points, with a +3, 3 power play goals, and 2 game-winning goals, man. This guy, he finishes games for his team, and his team is happy for him. You know, that's been Jason Blaze's top 3 for the semifinals of the playoffs. Back to you, Jim.
Moose family. Hey, I hope everybody's enjoying their Labor Day weekend here. Today's off. Tomorrow we got the day off for Labor Day. But I'm going to announce here on Moose Roundup tomorrow, Labor Day, Monday. It's going to be a special Flan Fan show, 5:30 Eastern, special Flan Fan Labor Day weekend here. And, you know, basically we're going to recap the last games here in the semifinals. And we'll also have our predictions for the finals. Who's going to take the Moose Cup? Who's going to take the Antler Cup? We'll have that, the predictions on there. And also, as mentioned earlier on the show with the MooseNice.com, with the signups for season number 12. There's been some changes done. You could read about them there for season number 12. We'll discuss those on the Flan Fan Show. And I also want to thank Eating the Evidence. I mean, last night at the Clash Bar was a night. It was a great night. Great event there. Thank them here for, you know, for some of the shows that you guys saw here. We had some segments playing. And, you know, Jason Blaze for his rant, as always. We'll be back next week for more Moose Roundup here, season number 11, as we close down here, season 11 in the Moose Hockey League. It's Jim Flanagan here, signing out.
Baby, I think it's around that time.